So higher, basically we just have to create a clear table for the below requirements. So these are the requirements, the total addressable market. The employee size will be 50 to 200 between, and industries are software development, advertisement, marketing, and all those industries and country will be United States and limit is 100. So first of all, basically we just have to create a table. So yeah, let's start. I look at the list. So I've just created a workbook and now I'm just creating a table. So for the below companies, the employee size will be between 20 to 50, and I'm just adding the industries to it. The software development, and then advertisement services, and then marketing services, and then IT services and IT consulting, and then operation consulting, and then accounting. Right. Okay. And the location will be United States. And then here we are just putting the limit 100. Now we just have to do the continue, import two new table. So now the table has been created for the below total addressable market, which is TAM. So the first step is completed. We have created a table, and then the second step involves like few conditions. Like we just have to refine the TAM. So first of all, we need to identify the sales team. So which are the companies basically where the sales team count is greater than or equal to 5. So we need to figure out. So for that, we just have to use the class enrichment, which is find contacts at table. So we just have to basically go to Clay and then we just select the enrichment and the find contact. So find contacts with this table. So they are asking like whether you just want to save the result in this table or we can just do it with new table. So definitely we'll go for to save results in this table. And so here it is taking the LinkedIn URL as an input. And so basically we just have to provide the keywords, job title keywords. So basically we just have to identify how many people are there for this company in their sales team. So basically what are the keywords we just have to take is like we can just take SDR, like sales development representative, like SDR, sales, sales marketing specialist, and then we can do BDRs, business development, as well business development specialist, and then sales representative. Then salesperson. So once we include all those sales keyword, job title keyword, then we have to, yeah, continue for next. So here what we want is basically the sales team size will be greater than or equal to 5. So we just want to the people count as a output. We just have to select the tick mark for this people count, and then we just have to save and run for 10 rows. Now it's running right now, so I can see here the company type is not necessary. We can just delete from here. So if you select over here, we can see what are the columns and what are the fields are associated with name, size, type, domain. These are all the metadata related to that company. So this is the JSON format which is coming over here. If you want any kind of column and you can just add as a column, we can do that. I am just deleting this country here, and here we can see like how many people we can get total setting, or we can just have to rename this in it. Sales, sales count, sales count. So we can see here like for few thing we can identify the results of so here we can see like there are list of around 3 persons, and these are the list of information related to that person, the LinkedIn URL for the person, and then the title is there. Like we if you want to see for the title, we can see over here the title is sales manager, and here the title is sales manager. So these are the basically metadata. We can just figure it out, and now we have to run for all 100 rows. So once we get the sales persons count, so what you have to do next? So we just have to figure out the company headcount based on certain conditions. So we have to identify the company headcount for those companies with sales team size is greater than or 5. So this is the condition we just have to apply. So for that, we just have to do the find enrich company. So we have to do the enrich company. So we have to go to the action and add enrichment, and then we have to do the search enrich company. This is the one of the case feature that will enrich the company. So it is taking the LinkedIn URL as an input, and we just have to provide the conditions like the salesperson only run if the sales people count is greater than or equal to 5. So generate, we just have to generate the formula. So the inbuilt class AI agent will generate this formula. And now here we can see the is greater than 27. Like so, it is showing yes, but we is showing no. Yeah, output is correct. Save the formula, and then we do the continue to add field. So what you want in this case, we just want the employee count. So here we can see the company headcount. We just want to need because we just want to refine the total addressable market based on these conditions. So that's why we just have to follow those certain conditions. So we just have to identify the employee count and just it will just show the employee count as an output. So I will run for first 7, run for 10 rows. Yeah, now we can see here the employee count is more than 6K. Here the 511. So I have to what I have to do, I have to run for all those. Once we get the company headcount, so what do you have to do? We just have to figure out like whether the companies get the external funding like Series A, Series B funding or not. So for that, we just have to use the Datagma Enrich company feature. So Datagma is a kind of service provider which are providing the funding related information. So that's why we go for Datagma here. So we have to do the action and we have to search that Atma uh, that Atma company, Enrich company with the help of Dotagma. So we have to click that one and so we have to provide the conditions. The employee count. So basically the employee count will be between 100 to 1000. So use AI run only if the employee count is 100,000. And then we have to do the general formula. Yeah, for 500 it is yes, the output is correct. Require input is taking. So we just want the output. What are the output we just want? We just want to check like whether it is ever funded or not. So for that, we search funding. Yeah, last funding. Yeah, we just have need that condition, need the column. My bad. We check and run for 10 rows. Yeah, here we can see over here like a run condition .NET. So basically based on the condition it is running. And here I think, let me check. We didn't find that particular column, so that's why it's not popping up here. So I have to change the column side to text. And then say, I think we have to run for all rows. Let's see whether we're getting any kind of result or not. Yeah, now we are getting the result. Now we are able to figure out the last funding date. So let me rename this last funding date. So once we get the last funding date, and then we just have to figure out like what are the industries it belongs to. So for that, we just have to use the clay agent, and we just have to add the condition as like whether they have ever funded or not. So for the clay agent, we just have to use this prompt. So let me change this one. So we just have to use this prompt, like visit the company's website and read the company's description from and determine if the company can be categorized as one of the following industries: technology, SaaS, consulting service, and all those industry. If it require, only output the industry name, nothing else. If not, output the false. So basically, we just have to use this. So let me open an amusement. We just have to use the agent and this one. We just have to do the configure and we just have to do the generate prompt. So I'm basically copying this thing like and going over here, generate. So basically we just have to check the visit the company's page and the website domain and the company's description, which are already there. The main description and check. Yeah, analyze the industry technologies as consulting service, advice, B2B. Yeah, okay. Except from I will just go to the domain company description. Yeah, description. We just have to provide the description. Yeah, for example, like the domain and then output will be technology. Yeah. And then we just have to change the model to GPT-4 mini. And then we just have to add the condition. So condition is uh, the last funding at is not empty. Run only with last funding is not empty. General formula. The output is correct. Save the formula and then run for 10 rows. I think we can just run for 100 rows. Yeah. The run condition is not met, so we basically have to run for 100 rows. So when this condition is done, so we have to check basically whether they are using HubSpot or Salesforce as a tech stack. So for that, we just what do you have to do? We just have to check the another place enrichment feature is built with to find the technology stack. Yeah, run condition. Yeah, here we can see like we are able to figure out this one is the SaaS company. Just to category SaaS. Okay, now what do you have to do? We have to go and then add enrichment, and we have to search build with. Yeah, this one find technology stack and build with. So is taking the input as domain, and we just have to add the keyword. Uh, we just have to check the keywords as like it is whether containing the HubSpot or Salesforce. HubSpot, HubSpot, Salesforce, Salesforce. Okay. Use description keyword match. Yeah, exact match. And we have to use the formula. The industry category will be there. Run only if industry category, that one. Industry category, industry, yeah. Industry is not empty. Generate. Yeah, this one says output is correct. Let's look at this. Generate formula. Save. And then we have to do the continue. So in this case, what the output we just want the output as the technology found. We don't require the how many technologies we just found. So we just stick with what are the technologies we found. 700 or I'm doing that. So basically, once we get the industry, whether they are using Salesforce or HubSpot, so once we get that, what you have to do next is like if we those are the technology which found the Salesforce and HubSpot, then we just add mark those leads as a qualified leads. Otherwise, we can just mark as a unqualified or disqualified. So let me check. Yeah, we are getting like HubSpot. These are the companies using HubSpot, and these are the using HubSpot. The same for bunch of other. Yeah, this one. Yeah, for. So we found a couple of companies which are using HubSpot and Salesforce companies. So now what do you have to do? I have to use a formula. Let me rename this thing. Okay, that it means that will be fine. Use a formula if use a form this this- yeah, the output is correct here. Yeah, this one. Now we are able to figure out the qualified and disqualified leads. This one, yeah, yes, yeah, this one is qualified. So what do you have to do the next? So once we get the qualified leads, so basically we just have to figure out their contact information for them. So we what do you have to do next is we have to find contacts at companies. So so again we have to go to the clear and we have to check for find contacts. Find contacts. So find contact at companies. So yeah, I will go with save result in this table. So I'll just apply a condition like technology form is or where the qualification status is qualified. Use only, run only, apply qualification status is qualified. Generate formula is the output is correct and means continue. What are the information we just want the contact information. So basically, I just want the on the name of the and the LinkedIn URL. Yeah, these are the contact information I just want. Later, I just figure out the email for associate uh, person. So I just did the find contact at companies for those qualified leads. Yeah, we just found around. Okay, I just totally missed that. So basically, we just have to find the contacts for those higher senior management, like those are the director of sales or like head of sales or sales manager or CSO. So again, I just have to change the my filter. So I have to do the edit column and then I have to add certain keywords like job title keywords. You can just do that like CSO, Chief Sales Officer. So head of sales, direct, um, direct. So, these are the profile I just want. Exact match keyword, yeah, that will be okay. And then the condition is already applied. I just have to save and content is less. Yeah, here we just found two people. Let me see their job title. Yeah, job title was sales director. Okay, yeah, good. That's good. Yeah, we didn't found any character. We found photo. Page. Okay, that's amazing. This is the LinkedIn URL. So what I have to do next is so basically we just have to find the email at this company using the Clayson. We can use the Clayson or we can just use the Clays enrichment feature to with the help of waterfall also we can just figure out the emails. So basically what I have to do, I have just created a new table. So what I have to do, I have to go here and then I'm getting the people. What I have to do, I have to take action and then write each item to new row in another table. So I have to create a new table, yeah. And then what are the things that I just want? I don't want all of this. I want the name, domain, LinkedIn, technologies form, qualification, status, logic. Okay. Yeah. Name URL. That's fine then. Um, you just have to do only qualification status is qualified. Accept that one. And then 7 run for all 10 rows. So now we can see like another new table has been created so far. Here we can see the list of employees we got from this table, find companies table. So what you have to do, I have to check here. So I have to check for parents. Yeah. From parents, we can just add the company name. Yeah, company name. So basically, we these are the list of information we are getting from the find company table. So you can just creating a row for so that we can easily figure out like this thing, and that will be help for company and then URL. I mean, and then URL. That one we just have to create table and then name. Yeah, we just creating and then URL of people. And then we just have to job title. So put the job title now. Job title. Yep, sales director, director of sales. So basically, I'm just let me rearrange the columns. Company name and then company listing, employee name and employee name, domain, job title. Yeah, that's fine. So next step is we just have to find the email IDs for this list of employees. Let me add the URL. Yeah. Domain, yes. Company domain. Okay, that's wonderful. So basically, what you have to do, we just have to get the email ID. So we have to just use the work email. and we have to use the waterfall. And we can just use that on this one. And full configuration and lead music hunter. We are providing the full name, employee name, company domain, and for the validation we are using lead music. Let's see. And then run for all rows. Let's see. The waterfall is running right now, so it will take a couple of times. And also, we can use the Clazen to get the emails for those employees. Like we can just use this prompt for that, like visit the LinkedIn URL provider and extract the names and working emails address for these people who are working in the Salesforce roles at this company. So we can just also provide, yeah, let's wait for the response from the waterfalls. So once we get that, we can use, yeah, side by side, we can just use the Clazen, right? For the Clazen configure, Clazen, and then what I have to do, I have to just copy this prompt. I just copy this thing and then press it over here to generate. So this one, we got few working emails for those employees. Find the email. Let's go for some time. Your task is to visit the URL. Let's wait. I just have to save and don't run. Let's wait for the response, and once we get the response, and then after that, we'll continue. The closing is taking too much time. Find the email. These are the we found. Why this one is taking time. So we just found these emails, and with the help of lead magic, we just validated this one. These two emails are valid, but these are the invalid mails. The same thing. Yeah, I think we're not able to find the email addresses. We can just rename this one like work email, and for these email addresses, we didn't found the output. So that's why for this build we didn't find the output. So that's why what you have to do, we just have to use the cleansand, and then we need to figure out like whether we are able to get the email addresses or not. So basically, I just have to skip for these two email addresses. Like I just add a condition, add a column, and then add a condition, run only the email is not empty. It's not generate. Not is correct. We just have to change the model as GPT mini, and then we just have to run for all this. Okay, okay, my bad. We just have to change the condition. We just have to run only when the work email is empty. No, that one is right. Instead, that is, this is some interviews. Work email is not. So something happened. So I stayed in the on the- and now this one is running better. This is okay. Now we are not able to get an email IDs. We just have to. Not able to identify the email ID with the help of KSN. So basically, once we get the email ID, what do you have to do? The next is like basically we just have to validate those email IDs. email IDs. Already the email ID has been validated by the lead message. So once we get the valid email and we can just do a little bit of research, we can use different like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity, whatever you wanted. We need to figure out the email IDs by changing the prompt. And once we get that email ID, we can just again do the validation. And once we get the list of validated email ID, we can just send email to smart lead or instantly any kind of for campaign setup. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.